You right, baby? You're not going to sit next to me? Charlie. Hi guys, Veggie Gamer back, and it's an absolutely beautiful day in Oxfordshire today. Oh my goodness, it is absolutely roasting. Beautiful, not a cloud in the sky. And yes, Veggie Nights. I thought I'd do a vlog because I know that I've been missing a lot of live streams and videos lately. I apologise, Veggie Nights. That should start to get a bit better now. I apologise about the wind because I'm using the camera, which has an awful microphone. You can't use an external microphone either, so I'm going to try and shade it. I don't have my hand's my hand's just there. Hopefully that's improving it a little bit, but yes, very nice. Thought I'd do a quick vlog because, like I say, things should start to be getting a bit better. One of the many things which is, come on Penny, gee, she's miles behind. One of the many things which is going on in my life at the moment has come to an end, and that is jury duty. Now, I mentioned it in a couple of live streams. I didn't actually say it in any videos, I don't think. But yes, I was selected to do jury duty. I received the paperwork around a month and a half ago, I think. And if you don't know what jury duty is, but as you know, like in court, you have like a bunch of like, you know, civilians who decide, you know, guilty or not guilty and all that sort of thing. Well, I was selected for that, and I don't know what it's like elsewhere in the world, but in the UK at least, and I'm pretty sure in America as well. Where? Come on, Penny, jeez. Here she is. There she is, a stupid dog. Oh, I'm actually pointing at her. There she is. What a schmuck. You heard me, Penny. Go on, you run down the hill. Yes, and I don't know if this is the case all around the world, but in the UK and in America, it's a legal requirement. Unless you have some sort of... geez, the wind's picking up. I apologise about this. I can't do anything about it. This microphone is awful on this camera. Yes, you legally have to do it, unless like you have some mitigating reason why you shouldn't be able to do it. Then you have to do it, and I've been really stressed out about doing it. I never wanted to do anything like this. I thought it was going to be very miserable. It absolutely was. I was hoping I wasn't going to be put onto a serious case. I absolutely was put onto a serious case, of which I cannot obviously disclose anything of it. But yes, it was like one of the more serious things somebody can do to another person, if that makes any sense. I'm not going to go into it, but it was a very unpleasant experience in the courtroom. But I thought I'd just go into like, just my thoughts about the whole process and everything. I really hate this wind. I mean, like I say, I was really dreading it, and on the build up to it, like when I went to get my hair cut and like speaking with one of my brothers and everything, they like saying, "Oh, I'm so jealous. I'd love to do it. I think it'd be really interesting." I did not want to. I was, even before I was picked, I knew that I never wanted to do it because it's obviously a very miserable thing. It's actually a very depressing thing. To have that power over, you know, an individual or like individuals. But that, I mean, that wasn't the worst part of it. To be honest, the worst part of it is the incredible amount of waiting around and sitting around. Now, I should actually just say this. I do think it's important. I do think it is important that juries are picked at random, so it's more fair. You obviously don't want, you know, just people from certain backgrounds getting picked for jury duty, because then that's obviously going to have prejudice involved and so on and so forth. As I understand how it is the case where like just anyone can be picked for it, and some people go their entire lives not getting picked at all for it. Some people get picked several times. But yes, I was not a fan of having to do it, and so that's one of the stressful things out of the way. Now, weirdly, it's meant to be for a 2-week period where if, say, one case that you get done on gets finished in like a couple of days, then you get put onto another trial. But I was lucky enough to be in a state where I was put onto a case, the case ended, and there was no more cases for next week, and so they actually did officially sign me off. So I only had to do it for 3 days, but those 3 days seemed like a lot longer. It seemed like a lot longer than that. One thing that it really made me appreciate is that I do not use my time well. when working on my channel, or you know, doing any other sorts of work or anything like that, I waste a lot of time. And the reason why it showed me that is because, well, I'll give you one example, and like I said, I can't go into the details of the case or anything, but I can go into details of the actual process. Turned up at the courts Monday morning, 9 AM, which means I had to leave at like, I think just past 7 or something like that. Make sure that I got all car parking space and all that sort of stuff. Got there at 9 AM, was shown a DVD, very exciting, about what the process is. And then I left the court at 20 past 4. Now the first thing that we did after the DVDs, which obviously ended just after a couple of minutes of being there, was at 4 o'clock. And so I literally had nothing to do for, how long was that? 7 hours? 7 hours. And then the thing which we did literally took 20 minutes. And you just sit in a room, and like, you know, sometimes they will come in and say, okay, you're allowed to leave the building now. But if there's a chance that you might that be required fairly soon, or say like within a couple of hours, you are legally obliged to sit in a room with no Wi-Fi. There was a television, but no one really used it. Some papers and stuff. No Wi-Fi. I didn't even have phone signal in there. And do nothing. It was incredible. 7 hours. I mean, luckily on the first day they did let us out, and so I went for a walk around Oxford, which was nice. Oxford's changed quite a bit in the last couple of years because of the new shopping centre opening. But even that gets boring after 7 hours. So yeah, and that was it. Like 20 minutes of doing jury duty on the first day, and then I went home. Next day we were called in at midday, which is a bit better, so I was able to have a bit of time, and actually made the Andrew Simulator announcement video that I posted a couple of days ago before I left. And that day we did actually do quite a lot. We heard the defendant's side of the case. Like I say, it was extremely unsettling and upsetting. It really was. It was a really unpleasant thing to have to hear someone talk about, and yeah, it's that kind of. I think I'm just complacent in life in general, Veggie Nights, and hearing something so upsetting that has happened to someone, and seeing them like explain. This is actually on like a DVD, but which no, not a DVD, like on like a TV screen, because they weren't actually there. Did I say defendant? I'm sorry. I mean the defendant. No, the accuser. Yes, the victim, the supposed victim in this case is what I mean. Yeah, the defendant is the person who perpetrated. So you'd think I'd know all these terms by now, but obviously I don't, because I'm an idiot. And yes, that was extremely upsetting. It went on for, I think, a couple of hours with like really deep detail of this crime that was committed against them. And yeah, I'll say this for jury duty, it's definitely made me wake up a bit, because I think that we all get into a state where we think, oh, everything's unfair, my life is so hard, everyone else has it made. And when you see someone who's essentially had their life kind of ruined, well, you know, they've had their life ruined, it does make you recalculate, you know. I should say supposedly, because it's obviously a court case and there's two sides of every story. But their side was definitely very, very upsetting, and it really opened my eyes, to tell you the truth. I am aware that I give myself too much sympathy sometimes, and so yeah, that's something. And yes, then we went home for the day. Next day we came in for 10 AM, and the first thing that we did, I think, was at 3 PM. So only 5 hours of literally doing nothing in a silent room with nothing to do, which is brilliant. And yeah, we were actually taken off the case then. It wasn't really explained why. There are several reasons why it could have been. It could be new evidence that the defendant needs time to digest, or could have something to do with someone in the jury team. But But yes, we're actually taken off the case, and so never got to hear the other side of the story, never got to hear any other witnesses. I'm not complaining, because like I say, I didn't want to do it, but there is definitely a feeling of a lack of closure over the whole thing. But you know, the case will continue, just with a different jury. Probably in a few weeks, I don't know, but either way, I'm scot-free now. I don't need to go and do jury duty for 2 years, I think it is now. They can ask me and I can sit and I can refuse in the next 2 years, but after 2 years, if they ask me, I legally have to do it again, which sucks. I don't know, guys. Personally, I mean, in my opinion, and this isn't like, you know, legally, I don't think I should be doing jury duty anyway, because I believe that I have anxiety. One of the reasons why I don't show my face on YouTube, even though I've been doing it for over 3 years now, I think. That sounds about right. I personally think that I have anxiety, but I've gone to the doctors and I just don't go to doctors anymore. They don't listen to me. They just pass everything off as I don't know, crocodile tears. Is that the right term? Probably not. Yeah. So I personally don't think I should have been chosen for it anyway. So maybe I'll go and see another doctor and see if they disagree with the previous doctor, because the previous doctor literally seemed like they want just to get me out of the office, you know. Anyway, that's another story for another day. So, jury duty, I 100% understand why it is very, very important and how it should be complete even people. I do think there should be more reasons why people can get, Penny, not on camera, please. I think there should be more reasons why people can get off jury duty, because I think that I was in a group of 12 jurors. Come on, sit around, good girl. And I think one of them was glad to be there. Everyone else didn't want to be there, and also the fact that we have sat for 7 hours on the first day doing nothing. The second day wasn't too bad, but then on the third day we were sat for 5 hours doing nothing and then told that we weren't needed anymore. So there was a whole lot of nothing going on. And like I say, the stuff which we did do was absolutely harrowing. Hopefully that case will be resolved and I'll be able to hear about it in the media, because I definitely feel like I need closure on it, because it's not a very pleasant thing. So I am so cryptic about that, but I really can't go into it. I really can't go into it, not until it's over. But anyway, Veggie, I hope that you've been doing well. Sorry that I've missed so many videos and live streams. Like I say, this is just one of the things which is going on in my life at the moment, which is kind of making things difficult for schedule-wise. But that was definitely a big one. The fact that I have an extra 7 hours in the day. Can't believe that we're literally there from 9 until 20 past 4, and the first thing we did was at 4 o'clock. But it is important though, it is absolutely important that the jury is chosen at random. I just wish there was more things to do in that room. Just Wi-Fi would have been fine. Alas, Veggie, I think I'm going to leave it there. This has been a bit of a strange video. I'm not sure how interesting this is going to be to any of you guys, but I thought I'd just put my thoughts into a video. Yeah, jury duty. It's not fun. Maybe one of you guys have done jury duty before. Maybe you have a different opinion of it, but yeah. It seemed like it was a mixture of things which were very, very well done, and then a mixture of things which were awfully done. It would be like we would get called to a courtroom, come down, and then the usher comes out into the waiting room and says, you're not the jurors that we want, and then we had to go back to the waiting room, tell the other jurors that they need to go down. It was a bit of a carry-on, to be honest, but it's over now. So yeah, jury duty, Veggie. I understand why it has to be done, but yes, it's not pleasant. It wasn't pleasant for me. Like I said, one of the people was really disappointed that we were taken off the case, but everyone else was basically, you know, putting on their coats and leaving the second that she said, nope, you're not needed anymore. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's one thing down. Hopefully the rest of the things won't be so disruptive to my schedule. And I do apologise about missing so many days. It has hit my channel very hard. It really has. I think, well, I think I've been losing subscribers for over a week. I haven't actually had a plus day for subscribers for over a week, so having this time off and not putting all this content up has definitely drastically hit my channel. So I hope that I can rebound from this. Even if you subscribe, I haven't shown Penny much in this vlog, so I apologise about that. What a schmuck. She's coping pretty well with this weather though, which I'm glad. I tweeted a couple of days ago how she wasn't eating her food very well. She'd eat like a bit and then leave the rest for a few days, and I was a little bit worried because obviously that's not good for an animal. And so yeah, a little bit worried. Tried some more expensive dog food and she ate it in milliseconds, and so she's just being a schmuck. Oh, she's seen something. You right, baby? You're not going to sit next to me? Charming. Look over here. There we go. Veggie Nights, if you're new, please subscribe. I do loads of vlogs like this. I've actually had some requests to do more Penny vlogs, but the views are never that great on them, but they're simple to make. Maybe I can do them in addition to videos. I don't know if I post too much content, to be honest, Veggie Nights. I know that a lot of YouTubers say that you shouldn't post every single day. I know some YouTubers post twice a day. I don't know, I don't do many things right when it comes to YouTube, but I try, Veggie Nights. I do try. There's my shadow. There's my beard. Yeah. Sorry. I'm mastering moustache wax at the moment, Veggie Nights. Very exciting. Okay, Veggie Nights. I've been really intended there. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm Veggie Gamer. Let's get ready to run. Go! She's been Penny. And I'll see you next time.